Right, so today we're going to be making homemade cheese and onion pie. So I've got my flour, butter, salt, half cup of water, rolling pin, grater ready to grate my cheese, 2 blocks of mild cheddar, brush to brush the egg wash on the pie when it's done, onions, eggs to put in the mixture, and for the wash for the pie dish ready greased, scales to weigh my flour and butter, and a mixer. Let's go. First things first, got the oven preheated, get that out of the way with. Right, so I've got the scales I've had, put on 500 grams of plain flour, 250 grams of cooking butter into the mixer with a pinch of salt. So that's what we have in there, ready to go now. Like that. Put it on nice and slowly, and we'll get it binding together. And once it's sort of beaten the flour and the butter together, we'll add a cup of water just slowly. Right, I've just added the half a cup of water now, and that's what you want, that sort of consistency. So I'll show you when you get it out of the mixer, like what you're wanting. Right, so look, that's what you're after. That sort of consistency, can you see? Colour on that, hang on. Get it into a nice ball. And that's what you kind of want there. Finished off into a nice ball like that. And here we have one. Let's put it.
Here's one I prepared earlier.
I've made one earlier, and I've left it just to rest for half an hour. So I've dusted my rolling pin. I've dusted the work surface, as you can see, so I can ready to roll my pastry out just so it doesn't stick. But of course, if you don't want to do this, you can just buy it from the shop. They have it on a roll, ready done if you'd rather do it that way. But I find doing it this way, I get a bit more satisfaction out of it. But it's up to you, whichever suits you best.
A few moments later.
Right, so I've just used 1 onion and a half, and then just sliced them, and then sliced them half again, as thinly as you can, so they'll cook nicely in the pie, but then still get a bit of texture in the pie as well, because I don't like mine cooked before. Some people do it that way, some people don't. I prefer it that way, so you got a bit of texture in your pie. So next job, get the cheese grated. Right, so as you can see, I'm grating 2 blocks, 350 gram blocks. I'm doing mild cheddar. You want mild cheddar, you don't want mature, because mature is just too strong. So mild is the perfect one. So you're just going to keep grating it, ready for our mixture. Right, I'm just grating the second block in now. You might think this is being a bit faffy, but I promise you, it's definitely worth it.
A few moments later.
Right, I've just added 2 large eggs to the mixture, so I'm just going to mix it all in so it's binding together, and then we can get it into our pastry. Right, so at this stage, as you can see, I've put in both the full blocks of cheese, which is 700 grams, with the 2 eggs, with the 1.5 onions. So now I've got egg wash. Going to go around the pastry around the outsides, and when we put the pastry lid on, that just helps seal, keep all the heat in, so it cooks the filling down and makes everything yummy. Right, that's that bit done. That side there, a bit more flour. just pastry lid now for the top. Spot on. There we go. Don't roll like that, just roll it across. Just trim it. Then. You can have a crimp it, but I prefer this than the crimp. Crimp is where you go out with your 2 fingers and you do that, but it ends up being quite crusty. I don't like crust so much. There we go. Last thing. Just egg wash it. Right, so I've got that in the oven now, middle shelf. I'm going to put it on gas mark 160 for about 35-40 minutes. Oh, look at this now. Right, let's give it a check. This bad boy. Obviously this is what I always recommend when I've done my videos before, getting a food probe right in the middle there. Let's see. Right, and it's got to be 75 or above.
A few moments later.
Right, it's just fluctuating a bit, so I'm going to try a bit more. Another 5 minutes. Right in about the middle there. Oh yeah. Absolutely done is that. Right, so I'm just going to leave that to rest now just for about 20 minutes, something like that. So then it'll cut nice, it'll set a bit better. So there you have it. I left it to rest for about 15-20 minutes just so it sets. Cut into it. Now I'm just having mine with beans, but you can have it with mash and beans, chips and beans, whichever way you like. But look at that. Absolutely delicious. So, hope you enjoy it. Follow the recipe and enjoy. See you on the next one. Bye bye. Sorry, I had to come back for seconds. Honest to God, it's that good. Enjoy.